father created a truly amazing treasure hunt for his young daughter. When preparing to welcome a new addition to the family, expecting parents will take all sorts of different measures in order to get themselves ready. They'll read tons of baby books, childproof the house, buy more diapers than they can count, and probably even paint the nursery as well. However, when one couple in England learned that they'd be having a brand new little baby girl, the new father-to-be came up with a pretty unique idea. Instead of the usual pre-baby activities, he set out to complete a plan that would actually take more than 6 years to finally come to fruition. When it did, though, it was totally worth it. What's the most important thing for parents to do when preparing for a new child? Let us know in the comments section below. And then don't forget to leave us a like and to subscribe for more. When one unnamed English father found out that his wife was going to give birth to a baby girl, he immediately knew that it was time to start getting himself ready. However, one of his ideas when it came to preparing for his first child wasn't what most people might expect. Back before his daughter was born, the man had decided to hide something inside of the family's house for her to find later on. He was so committed to the secret project that he actually waited until his daughter was 6 years old to finally reveal it. When that fateful day finally arrived, the man put his plan into action by first asking his daughter if she'd clean out some junk from an old chest he'd found. She agreed, and she started to remove all the items from the chest. She didn't seem to notice that her father had the camera turned on the whole time. When the girl finally reached the bottom of the chest, she suddenly pulled out an old, torn-up piece of paper. After giving it a look, she was ecstatic to find that it was actually a real-life treasure map. The little girl was over the moon and immediately asked her father if he could help her locate the hidden treasure. It didn't take very long for her to notice that the mysterious diagram she'd found was actually a map of her own house. She took it out into the hallway and studied it carefully in order to get a lay of the land. Clearly, she was already hooked on this new adventure, and she was ready to hunt for the secret treasure right away. With the help of her father, the little girl eventually realized that the map was directing her right to her own bedroom. She rushed to investigate, and the entire family followed right behind her in excitement. It was then that the girl made an amazing discovery. Drawn into the map, there was one big clue that told her exactly where to look inside her room. Could it be a treasure chest full of lost gold medallions, hidden away centuries ago by swashbuckling pirates? Her mind raced with wonder. She hadn't found any treasure yet, but she did find that there was actually a secret area that was hidden right behind one of her bedroom walls. However, she was puzzled at first because there didn't seem to be any kind of passageway that could lead her into the hidden room. Had she hit a dead end? Not quite, because that was when her father knocked on the bedroom wall and noticed an unusually hollow sound coming from behind the panel. Together, him and his daughter were able to pinpoint the exact location of the secret space. The little girl's father went and fetched an electric saw so that he could cut into the wall and see what was behind it. Of course, his daughter had no idea that he was the one who'd actually planned all this out 6 years ago. After cutting out a square that was just big enough for his daughter to fit through, he then sat back and watched with excitement. The little girl pulled back the square of sheetrock and was finally able to see the hidden room that they'd been searching for on the map. Once inside, she couldn't believe what she was seeing. There was an entirely new space in her home that had actually been right beside her bedroom this whole time. After taking it all in for a moment, she looked down and noticed something curious sitting on the floor across from her. She went over to investigate, and the mysterious object actually turned out to be a tiny little chest. Was this the buried treasure? When she cracked it open, she was immediately taken by surprise. The chest was full of all sorts of different knickknacks, such as beautiful old coins and pieces of jewelry. The little girl could not believe what she'd found. She was so excited, her father didn't have the heart to tell her that it was really all a surprise he'd cooked up many years ago. She was just too thrilled. The little girl couldn't help but show off her amazing new discovery to both her mother and her grandmother for the rest of the day. Clearly, her father's patience and dedication had most certainly paid off. And this little girl will now have an incredible story to tell for a lifetime. Would you be able to hide a surprise from someone for such a long time? Let us know in the comments below. And then don't forget to like this story and to subscribe for much more.